everybody. It is Tuesday. I am not at jury duty. It was canceled. Woohoo! For me, because I was stressing about, seriously. Traffic is not something to be messed with around, you know, these here parts of the world. Why do you look so weird? Not. It's kind of weird and laggy over there.
Weird and laggy?
Yeah, on your, the P cam, your face cam.
Maybe fuzzy?
moving too fast. No, it's actually like a good picture, but it's a little laggy. It's very strange. I do not understand.
Oh, I'm on a commercial here, so I can't even tell.
Anyway, hello everybody. It is Tuesday. P's going to be doing some gel printing because
it's
been a few days.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wanting to test the waters here on some stuff.
Okay, wonderful. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
we are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we are an already friendly bunch of folks. And of course, if you don't say hello, I don't see you. Therefore, you get no hello. If you're watching in replay, we love you just the same. We really, really do. I keep saying that, and I will keep saying it because I want you to know that. But please do let us know down below in the comments. Just, hey, watching. I love those. I love them so much. I really do. But give those thumbsy upsies on both accounts, whether you're here live or in the replay, because that matters. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Let us know that you're watching. We will get you, we'll get you in the regular fold of things. Even if you're watching a replay and you become like a regular replay watcher, that's okay. We appreciate it. Thumbsy upsies. That's the main thing. And, like the channel. And then if you're feeling real good about it and all that, let your friends know. That's the deal. That's the spiel of the deal. Participants, here we go. We've got a seminal mind. That is Sue. Acme's here. Alice goes Nomad. Apple. Hey, that's April. Becky Vokern is here. Bobby's here. Cookie Wookie. She is known as Mo. Mainly Cookie Wookie. You're seeing her on the internet. Cynthia Ham is here. Eddie, Estella, Griffin Shield, that's Rhonda. Jeanette, aka Jeanette. Jennifer McKinnon. Jennifer, your package went out today. I am so sorry. It got put behind some things, and then, that's how things happen. But it's out. Jenny Roberts is here. Linda, Lizette, Lydia, Margie, Marcia Markle, Nancy, hello. Star Traveler, that's Linda. Suzanne Rivard, hello Suzanne. Thimble and Thistle, that's Roe. Thimble and Thistle, that is Monroe. Roe.
R-O-E.
I'll let her know because she messed up twice the other day. And that's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Simply give me some pinky hello hands and I will get you helloed. Hello, Elizabeth and Kathy. And I think I got everybody out. Mary Thomas, she's here. Woohoo. All right, guys. We've got quite the good crew here. I don't know what's going on with our camera and why it's being weird. It's just...
What, mine?
I'm just going to go topside so it'll stop doing that. Or it'll be less noticeable. Top view. There we go. It probably needs like an update or something.
You need to do something.
I mean, it hasn't said so, but...
That's what you always say.
That's what I always
say. I updated mine already.
Let's do it like that. Maybe it'll be less.
I even restarted mine.
Did you?
Yeah. I did. I'm just looking for something on here that I can use. I don't want that.
And I thought I had that squared up, but maybe not. I think that is better.
I don't really like that, but it's kind of stiff.
If you don't know what stencil this is, this is desert. Is it desert cracks? Is that what we call it?
Dried lake mud.
Dried lake mud. Some people think it looks like brains. I agree with that. Top view of brains.
No, I don't have many of those views, so I can't.
Yeah.
I can't confirm or deny that.
Oh, no, I know she didn't order anything, but remember when we did the giveaway thing and I was supposed to send her a thing and then I didn't send the thing because I was kind of just holding on to it for another thing? Yeah. No, she didn't order anything.
You're supposed to send Gerald with the J.
That's gone out.
All right.
I do actually, since we're kind of talking about this, I have 2 people. I don't necessarily want to call them out. 2 people that have not claimed their postage or paid their postage on the big old giveaway stuff. And then I have a few people that would like a package, and let me tell you, I'm about to just send them the postage thing. Whoever sends me postage gets the package. That's how I'm gonna work that out in the next couple of days, because I think I have mentioned it a couple times.
And we also have a very limited amount of storage space here at this.
I know, that's right.
Casita.
Yeah, especially in my office, it gets a little crampy in there.
Okay, we're going with
Hi, Wendy.
light red orange, semi-transparent.
Becky calls this stencil brains. We should AKA it. Hello, Anlar. Hi, Carla.
Today I'm wearing Miriam's hat. The flower is from my very good friend Sandugash Salamanova in Anchorage. She's still there. She designs and redesigns things for people, and she makes my Peaky Blinder hats.
She made me
a cape and a matching hat
and a dress. I should try that dress on now that I'm thinner.
Oh yeah.
Ish. All right, what color was that, P?
That was a light red orange by Ara.
Like that orange.
I do too. Looks really good with blue, which is what I'm planning on
doing.
And it's got some light blue underneath it, so that may be what I do.
I should go dig in the stencil bin and give you some things that don't have paint on them. I found some things. We are still in need of going through and packaging up the painty stencils. I know I keep promising it. Part of it is I need her help. And we've just really been enjoying the space. It was kind of nice just to be able to, yeah. Linda asked if you sent her an email as she hasn't seen one from you. Linda, I don't think that you were on my original list, but please email me because we will, like I said, I have a few packages, and if I have enough of them, I will send them out, or we can probably pull together something for you. That's kind of... Oh, thank you, Wendy. We really enjoyed doing that interview. And if you haven't watched that, please go watch it. It's the Beyond the Brayer with Cindy Lantier.
Oh, I'm going. I can't get
and
to
you
that
can learn more about us
right
if
now,
you didn't know, if you wanted to know more about us.
This. This is violet gray, which is...
That was funny, Carla. Hello, Sherry. No, we haven't done the studio tour yet because, okay, step 1 is we have got to get through the stencil thing and sorting and whatever. And then, we have to clean up, vacuum and what's it. I was really hoping that P would also get her room cleaned up so you guys can see some of the jewelry, because then you can kind of understand why she wanted to get to her beads. But that may or may not happen.
I know, and I just looked up, the 7-layer chevrons.
Oh, the beads. She's talking about beads right now.
Beads, yes.
Hi, Tegan.
And I don't, I don't have tons of them, but I do have some. A strand of these is now over $10,000.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I'm telling you, I just saw it because I wanted to.
That's crazy.
Well, it's when you have a limited. They ain't making any more of those.
Yeah.
Mess that up. Don't want to do that.
hi, Lizette. I don't know if I said hello or not, but oh, Lizette has been making some like out of this world long hauls. Hello, Michelle. Yeah, what are those beads made of?
They're made of glass. They're Venetian glass.
Mm. What did you say which paint that was?
I don't think I did, but I did the first one.
Okay. You know, we don't do this for a few days and we're like out of practice.
And I just felt like, you know, we really needed to do some gel plating. Okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm making backgrounds. And these all have some kind of muck on them. So, you know, they've already got a little bit of,
something.
of the good stuff on there.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm choosing this stencil is because I'm going to come back through with circular hands.
Yes.
And
it's also known as give me a hand, I think, because
well, they just seem to be, you know, doing this movement.
Hey, Jim.
But I wanted something underneath that was going to have a lot more detail, so that when I come in and put the hands down, either a flop off or, you know, here onto the actual space, it's going to have interesting designs where the paint is not going on this stencil.
Reaching hands. Thank you, Mo.
Reaching hands. Thank you. Now, the other one that I have chosen here to do the same thing, you will notice.
Now, Becky says that the hand stencil would look. I'm gonna fill in the blank here. Look cool with the falling people stencil. Weren't you saying that the other day? And you're like, because she found her outer bits of the falling people, and she's like, "Where are my falling people?"
The insides have yet to be.
Just some MIA, missing in action.
Yeah, and I think some of them I did actually glue down somewhere.
Maybe.
But I don't think I glued down all of them.
No.
I could not find them. So, there's just that. Now, there's some little spots on this. I do not know what is going on here.
All right, Carla.
I mean, I don't know if it's from...
Hi, Gray.
Stuff that is picked up off of the... See that little funky bit?
That was not original.
I know. Then there's another little funky bit down here. I don't really like that pointed edge there, so I'm going to kind of round that off. When you get your stencil like this, you can do this kind of thing.
We encourage it.
Yeah. Now, don't leave those little things lying about, because they'll mess you up. Okay, that looks pretty good.
Oh, thanks, Eddie. He says, hands down, best live stream on YouTube. Number one, I appreciate the... And number two, it's funny.
There we go.
I feel better about it. Did you see where she just... Whoosh,
I'm just nitpicking this here.
Hello, Estella. Thank you.
Oh, shoot. See, I don't know how I missed these little jobbers here.
Things are being a little weird today, that's for sure. I don't know if it's just altogether the YouTube or just multiple things. Could be multiple things. She's just dusting those off on the floor.
Well, it
does need vacuuming.
And, you know, the whole thing is, as soon as I vacuum, I'll have another project where, you know, I have 1,000 little pieces of woofy rice paper floating around.
Hello, Paula.
Screaming for whatever. Okay, now we're going to approach this another way. Okay. I think it's important to note that you don't just have to have something if it's not exactly how you want it or how you have it or how you anticipated it, that there is always another way to do it. So we can start by putting our stencil down, and I do love the patina on this.
Yeah, that is quite good.
Kind of sad about losing that. You want to make sure on these kind that have pointy parts.
Hello, bird robin.
Pointy parts sometimes cause problems with your brayering, and you should try to go in the direction of the pointy parts. And on some of these, that's really, really
it's circular. It's circular.
Difficult to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going to do here? Well, I'm thinking I want kind of a transparent blue.
Hi, Karen. And is it Karen or is it like? Do you say
Kieran?
We were kind of talking about that the other day.
I think it's Kieran.
Kieran versus just Karen.
Okay, this is modified. No, this isn't modified. Phthalo cyan blue. Okay, we're going to modify it real quick here, folks.
There you go.
So you get to see that.
You get to see it happening.
These little jars of the Liquitex Professional Soft Body Acrylic, hey, they're pretty bueno. Now, you see that little thing that's out there right now. Not to worry, just knock it back. And I do have my airbrush medium in smaller bottles. Which...
Karen.
Karen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, so see, Lizette, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to tell that or not, but I'm going to say it because you said it in the chat. So she was looking for the right color to pull her cherry blossom print with, and she asked AI. And then Patricia and Mariah was the first answer on my search. How cool is that?
All right. Now, when you do this kind of addition, don't... Good heavens, kitty.
He's
looking down there. Is there something going on?
Well, though, Brad tried to swish him away because he was down there griping at him. So he's like, oh, I'm just coming up here and make it louder.
I'll meow at that dude.
Yes.
The smaller bottles, I just put 2 balls in. The larger ones, I put 3 so they can, bang about on each other.
Yeah, knock about. Oh, so see, yeah, there's something wonky happening with the internet. So Mo was saying that she had the same problem where it's unable to post on comments. Yeah, it's been happening on other channels too, so it's not just specific to us. It's good to know, I suppose. They're always doing things.
All right. Now,
yeah, I know. He is, and it's like he waits until we stream. I kid you not. I mean, he does gripe in the mornings, but that's mainly about food, but that could be what it is about it this time of day, too.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't have this all flushed out and ready to go.
Well, I think some people enjoy seeing that. I don't know if y'all are paying attention how much she put in there. I know she really wasn't either, but...
no, just a squirt.
It's good to see that she doesn't measure.
Try to clean this large pen off. Keep it kind of semi.
He's a... What is he called? He's a
blue...
Blue Siamese.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Blue something.
Blue. He's gray. They call him blue. I don't understand that 100%. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a little thicker than I actually wanted it, but maybe it'll work. We'll just have to brayer it out.
Let's see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie likes to see how the sausage is made.
There you go.
You know, one day you get roast beef here, and next day you get sausage.
And sometimes you just get baked beans. That's all there is.
Sometimes.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny how whenever they're gray, they call them blue.
Blue Point.
That's always
Siamese, yeah. That's what he's called. Good old Bentley. And they
a
didn't.
Russian blue. Yes, I think that's what it is. Maybe.
That's what the beads are. Some Russian blues.
Beads, cats. Oh yeah, he likes to hang out outside. He goes out there and he likes just sitting in the chair. I don't know. He likes to get like into the sun. He likes being in the chair.
Now you see, this is kind of a boinger.
It is. You don't want to just be like.
You don't want
up.
to just be, snatching it up there like a, disciplined redheaded stepchild. You want to.
We don't condone that.
Condone what?
Disciplining your redheaded stepchild.
Very Matisse.
Yes.
Kids used to say.
Marcia says that was a masterful pulling off of the hands.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a bit of a tug and a tussle. So we're going to let that dry. Then we're going to.
That is cute.
Come back and. All right. Let's see what else we've got up here on the.
I would say post your pictures of your kitties and makers, but last time we did that, people got upset.
Well,
I know.
I'm trying to measure what comes out of my mouth.
I did too, even at the time. There were a couple folks that were like, "Well, that's some hoopty doo." I say, if you want to do it, you do it.
Yeah, I'm all for a cat pic.
Just put it next to some art. And then that way, if they have anything to say about it, we'll be like, hey, we support both cats and art and makers.
That's right.
And dogs. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, there's my. Aha. I did bring it up here. My tea.
Okay, so we're substituting this.
I know, Wendy. You have no idea.
Branches.
That's it, Margie. You show those puppies too. Puppies and kitties.
I like puppies.
Just make sure there's some art next to it, so we can be like, hey, they were showing their art too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norman Rockwell in the background.
Yeah, and if you could pull in Norman Rockwell, that'd be great.
Or not. Keith Haring's good too. Okay, now here's what I want to do, and I just want to show you this, that you can kind of give your stencils a little, interview. All right, so you see what's going to happen there. The places where the hands are showing, it's going to go over that background. But where this is, the original color is going to stay. So, we know that this is going to work all the way around the edges. That corner, that corner might be a little bit more, I don't know. Okay, let's just do some weird stuff here.
We like weird stuff. We support weird stuff.
I guess we're just going to flip the lid on this one.
Oh.
Pink brambles.
I like it. Neon pink.
Yeah, Mo, don't look. But don't worry, I'll fix it.
She'll fix it. It can't just be like, pink right out of the tube. Boop, boop, ba-doo.
Telling you what, this stuff is stinky. Whatever they use to make pink is just
stinky. We've discussed it. There's been posts.
I do not understand it.
I can't remember what the name of the thing is, but there is a reason for the stinky pink. But it seems that it is across brands. Especially when it's the neon pink.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
Pretty nifty looking. Okay, we're getting, of course, a lot more. This never fails. Okay, so again, this is going to go on the shelf. We should be getting to the point where things are drying up here. That's pretty good. Now, the one thing I will say, when you want to do this technique where you're putting some more paint down on existing paint there and it hasn't had like age, oh, okay, that's not quite dry. Let's just put that up.
Ann Laura was gel printing the other day, and she's like, well, how do I know it's dry? I said, well, I don't know. He just sticks her finger in the middle. See? And she did the edge on that one because she was fairly unsure. When she feels more confident, it goes to the middle. She was less confident. She knew it was probably not dry.
So it's just touching on it.
Just a little sneaky.
Yeah.
Touch at the corner.
All right, now this is another one I like because it has big fat.
Mo wants you to know that she said that was a double pink with no trigger warning.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll try to do better in the future. I'll make up for it here. Let's see. Trying to use
that was my thought too. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you and Paula, Karen. Yeah, or Karen. Sorry. Now she has me like
saying Karen.
Yeah. See, you messed me up.
You need to just say it's Karen because it's more interesting. It makes you exotic, like maybe you're from Ireland or something. Okay, what color, should I use here?
I apologize for her.
It's like Ketura. Ketura?
Mm-hmm. Ketura.
In Kansas.
She also likes to say Orlando.
In Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Burnt umber. I'm just not feeling brown. I'm not feeling brown.
There's other things she makes more fancy.
Quinacridone purple. Okay, so if I do...
Although I do that to Oppo Man.
I just really think, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
I guess we're all, yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to have branches down.
Yeah, no filter.
Let's put branches down.
Okay.
This has a residual of pink on it, Mo, but I think it's going to be brown.
That's quite pretty, actually.
Down. What's wrong with my branches? They want to stick up.
Well, did they get
yanked?
Yeah, or rolled on, or if that does happen to your stencils, y'all, if you've rolled over it with your chair, or it got crumpled in the drawer, or crumpled just, being wherever it was at, if you put it somewhere warm, not hot, but warm, or like run the hairdryer on it a little bit, not crazy, don't go crazy. Definitely don't put your heat tool on it. Do not do that. Do not put your heat tool on it. It will melt it. It is plastic. But if you give it enough warmth, it will sort of even itself out. Just saying. Oh, Mimi! Wonderful. She made it out of surgery. All right, she's resting, and we'll catch you later. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Good news, Mimi.
And hello, Dana.
Does Mimi know that her card ended up into the...
Did you watch yesterday, Mimi? Well, she's probably all, she's coming off of the meds and things. We don't ask her anything right now.
Okay, Mimi, well, we talked about you, and your card went into Mariah's.
Yeah, here, I'll show it up.
Working journal. All right.
Pretty sure she was here yesterday, right? No.
I think she was for a little while.
Yeah. Yes, she says yes. Sophia says PSA, translation of Mariah. Don't put your Yupo in the oven or microwave. That's true. Yeah. All of these, yes. Do not do that. Not leave it on the bonnet of your car in a heat wave.
Recommended. Now, here's the thing that I wanted to say to...
I love this. Did you tell him what color that was?
I think I did. I'll say it again. It is Quinacridone Purple Era. I like it. It's more of a red violet.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's very similar to the one that we love so much. It used to be down here on the bottom. You know which one I'm talking about. It's the Liquitex one, yes.
Liquitex Deep Violet. Yes. Similar. You can see. Yeah.
Good color.
Now, I do have another tube of that there somewhere, so I'm not hurting for that. Okay, so again, we're going to let this dry. And what I wanted to tell Kit Bell the other day when she was doing hers, but, you know, she was doing hers on a huge, big 12 by 14, I think, or maybe even bigger. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell. I just knew it was a lot larger than what I'm working with. And it took up the whole space. And when she was doing her pulls and whatnot, and she would put the paper down immediately after doing this, and I was just thinking, you know, it would be kind of cool on some of those to leave them and then add another color or another layer, because a lot of her colors were transparent, and I noticed she was using open paint.
Well, I think you kind of have to with the whole botanical thing, because you got to be able to, like, lay it all out.
Yes.
And, yeah, you don't want to be doing any of those fast-drying paints. That makes sense.
But she had them all lined up there, and I didn't have the sound on because I didn't have access to my buds, and I knew that you'd be hollering at me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now what? All right, let's reverse this. We're going to do a little experiment.
Yes, you could do that, bro. 100%.
Experiment here, because that's just the kind of peeps we are.
You could put them in a little sauna, you know, as long as they don't have hot, direct, you know, they will do well.
Yes. That.
I mean, if you're in Texas, you just put it out on the sidewalk for a second and then pick it right back up.
Yeah.
You'd be good.
Don't be dwelling. All right, let's have a little brilliant yellow light. And what we're going to do here.
Oh, Jim said that looked like blood vessels. It could be great for a Halloween themed project. You know, we got Halloween stuff coming up. And we have our little folios ready. Kind of came at that quickly. I thought we were going to be doing that project for a lot longer. Y'all know how sometimes these things happen. I was anticipating that, but that actually went a lot faster. And then I was like, oh, well, I mean, we have some Halloween things out, but more of them will be coming out this month. Or, you know, the coming month. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's almost September.
And I'm just using yellows. This is metallic yellow light. I don't think I've ever even used metallic yellow light. This is Indian yellow, Lake.
Hi, Joyce.
I just want to get a bit of a different, you know, stuff going on out here.
Right. Not just one flat kind of yellow color.
Because I'm going to use the big fat stencil here with the ampersand and thing on it. And, oh my goodness.
Woo, that was a lot. Just blurped out there.
It did.
You had an air bubble.
Well, I don't have I've not removed the top on these, so I don't know how to do that. But that's way more than I need, so we'll just take that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sherry says that Journey Art Stuff, you know, they taken over Cheap Joe stuff.
Right.
But they have a sale on Da Vinci fluid paints. And hello, Angel. She says your the colors almost matches your bangles.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what she was Oh, Anthony's getting the whole set together for the wand.
For the what?
The wand. Like, you know, the crystal and the wand
Oh,
plus the cedar box.
Yeah.
I mean. You know who you should reach out to? What's that? Oh, she's like P's age. She smokes, you know, herbs.
Who is that?
It's like the Good Witch Wendy, or maybe Good Witch Wanda. I might have that completely wrong, but she's hilarious.
I don't even know who this is.
I think I've sent you things before of hers. Mm-hmm. Oh, awesome, Kathy. Next time you need to order on our website. It's a lot cheaper and we have more stuff.
Oh, you order through Etsy?
Yeah, usually Etsy's just like people that just find us on Etsy. You know, the searching there. Here, you get the insider information and also access to everything. So better pricing, more product. So, FYI. Hello, Darlene. Hi, Belinda. Welcome to those of you that have come in. You can say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you are here. Oh, man, he's already sold 6 of them. Thumbsy upsies.
Six what?
Of the wands, I guess. Or boxes, wands, set. Or, I mean, that's pretty amazing. But yeah, you need to reach out to some of the witchy women on Instagram. There's a few.
All right, let's do a Fran peek.
Are you? Oh, he sold one. Sorry. He made 6, sold 1. Well, you're 1/6 of the way there.
Okay.
Math.
Now, that looks really cool. And we're emphasizing the negative space rather than the positive space.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Kim.
And this is ugly as all get out. This side's really nice.
Oh, hey, crafting whimsy. Yes, order those wands, you arty witches. Not everybody will appreciate that, and that's fine. Whatever. I do. It had to come out of my mouth.
I've been accused of being a witch on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That's just some, you know, I just got some, you know, behind the scenes chat.
I think interesting.
Ooh.
Now we're going to let that.
And people are loving on your hat today, so she'll get mad at me if I don't tell people that they're loving on your
Mariah
hat.
made this.
Mariah made the hat. Sunday made the flower.
Yes. And I made all of these necklaces.
She did.
Did I? Oh, no, this one I didn't. This one came from the
Seattle Art Museum.
And originally came from Japan. I don't know.
That's what they said. May or may not be true. Playing with fire. Mm-hmm.
See that? We got a little bit of fuzz there, but nothing major.
Call that gel print flocking. That's what that is.
That is.
We need to put that on our list.
Flock that print.
Inadvertent flocking.
Sometimes it's advertent. Intentional.
No.
Oh no. I was gonna say I think I ran out of room here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got something on everything. Something's got to dry. I don't know what is with today. Is it moisty?
Moisty? That should, you know, drop the number of people watching.
Moisty. Misty, moisty morning. And cloudy was the weather.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what.
And the rain mainly falls on the plains
in Spain. Yeah, we're having a little moment here with Audrey. Okay, back to this one. Now, the reason I wanted to do this one last one here is because I want to get some, got to get my other prints lined up. So just hang in there for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves, you know, go smoke a cigarette, have a beer.
Eddie's handling chat like a champ.
Good. Okay, this is very unmemorable, so I think this will be a good one to put down here, but then I want to yank that up, and then I want to put the rest of that onto... No, don't want that. Yeah, this ought to be good. This ought to be good. Okay, getting it all organized here, folks.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do a flop off and a pickup. So I need to have my stuff ready to go here, because this is not the time that you want to be lollygagging and making, you know, talking about, oh, I wonder if I should use this color or this color. You better have those suckers ready to go.
Yeah.
Because if they're not, and you don't live in where Fran lives, you're going to be SOL.
Oh, only where
and that is simply out of luck, not what other people think.
That's right.
Simply out of luck.
Proper people around here.
Yes, of course.
Keeping it
Up
proper.
the creek. Black. I need black. Where's my black?
There's ivory black extra over on this side.
That'll work.
Okay. Keep rolling. There you go. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I'll be a little more circumspect about how I squeeze this out here. The other one kind of...
No. There's no... yeah. I think sometimes you kind of have a general idea of some color combos that you're going to do that day, right? Sometimes. But rarely.
Rarely. I'm a completely serendipitous paint applicator.
Serendipitous paint applicator. Especially on Tuesdays.
Yes, when I'm tweaking. And I had to do this today. I don't know. I worked in my book, and I will show you that.
Yeah, you need to give them an update on the book.
I'll give you an update on the book, because it is coming along so nicely. And I have talked to Mariah about this, and she is going to facilitate this. And it's kind of one of the, we've done this before, where we're going to use, I don't know what we used. I think it was just plain old cardboard when we made our other one, the other black one, where we emphasized our tags.
Okay, wait, sorry, I was reading chat, so I'm not fully like, what? What are we making?
Well, we're going to make a sort of, kind of, a little bit of a...
Yes, I'm now on.
What do we call it?
Looping myself back in here. Accordion.
Accordion.
But you didn't want an accordion. I don't want to do that. I think what we need to do is make a no-sew binding type of book so you can slide them in and out, and then we just make the spine of it accommodate however many things you got, because they're all like, basically she has a bunch of little mini books that need to be bound into one book.
Here is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this just cracks me up. I've got a little piece of anyway, it's out there. I'll deal with that in a minute.
Here's what Rhonda said. She says, Mariah, your poor brain. It's like a slinky, just stretching way out and then snaps back in. And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm back.
Okay, now
yes.
I want you to listen to me.
I am.
I don't want to do that.
No. Okay. So
what I want to happen here is I want to have an accordion style
okay.
concertina style. I don't know the difference between those. And I want each side to just be a pocket. So that whole page goes in that pocket. This whole page goes into this pocket. And the reason is because then I won't have to make a decision about when I'm putting together what part of this page is going to go on this part over here that's not going to match up to this part. Right. Because that was really getting on.
Now, the main thing that will be the trickiest part about all of that is accommodating and understanding the margin or the fold. Like how much we're gonna leave
how
there,
much
the bend
it needs.
Yeah. I don't know the technical term. We always screw that up. Hello, Betsy. Hi, Lori.
See, look at that. Isn't that just wonderful?
That's very dramatic, and I love it very much.
I know, I do too. And then we've got this wonderful stuff here.
Good old Joe doing his job, making the rings.
Absolutely. And what we're going to do here to old Joe, and I have to show you this little, see the little U-bow?
Yeah, inclusions.
And I
call them hickeys.
I think it got off. Maybe it's on the, I don't see it there. Oh well. All right, so we're going to revitalize, hopefully, this little bit of gunky brown black that we have here.
Oh, Nancy's quick question, and then Mo didn't answer, but I want to know. Okay, quick question. I am having neck and back pain. Do jelly printing? Do most people stand while they work or sit? He does the sitting. Your arm will be, but as Mo said, it really does have a lot to do with getting that brayering properly and getting your shoulder right to be able to do that, like the positioning. And chair height and things of that nature. They do all
because
play
this table here is about 2 inches taller than my desk behind me. And it's a lot harder to do this here. Yeah. You will notice how awkward the boys seem to be when they're doing this. And it is something that you just have to
kind of adjust and be aware of, and then kind of train yourself, like, what.
Yeah. And I do, you've noticed I'm trying to include more of my left arm when I'm doing my barren work here, so that this gives my shoulder a little bit of a...
Yeah. And the barren does play, it helps. So if you're doing a lot of rubbing with your arms too, so not only are you doing brayering, but barren, and rubbing the plate. Yeah. That will, you may want to maybe make some adjustments there. But great question.
Yes, and I would say, I of course I always overdo everything. That's just my personality type. But I can remember when I first started this, the next day I could barely, I had to get my shoulder going again. It hurt. And I did take some medication.
Some medication.
Okay, I think I've used every single one of...
All the plates are...
All the plates.
Jeanette said that was lovely.
I know, wasn't it? And isn't this lovely over here with this sort of... I don't know, kind of creepy looking.
Oh, and hello, Gemma.
Oh, here it is.
Did I miss anybody else? I feel like somebody else.
It's a little piece of something. I just rolled it off. All right, so now we're back to this. Where's my hand?
What color did you put down on that? Because I don't know that you said.
Oh, that was transparent red iron oxide.
On this one. What bluish?
Oh, this was I did.
So it is okay.
Blue gray.
Okay.
I think I mixed it with
it is
violet gray.
Yeah, because it seems a little darker than what it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think really sort of it is. Okay. All right. Now here we go. Folks.
Yeah, and Anne was talking about that when she was gel printing the other day, that she stands up.
Oh.
And that probably gives you a lot better what am I trying to say?
ergonomically. Yeah.
Yes.
Because when you do stand up, you're now I couldn't do that because of my knees. It just wouldn't. That's not something that's happening here, folks. And I know
It'd be a very weird camera situation as well.
Yes,
getting both the face cam and then the top. We'd have to get a little taller tripod.
Oh, I think that was not too cutesy. We don't cutesy today. And I'm just thinking, I really want this to be ever so slightly. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and do some more black.
We could totally make that happen, bro. And we could put some, if I do it, it'll have some PM Art Studio branding on it.
What is it?
He was talking to his niece, and she was like, how's your day going? And he responded, I would rather be jelly printing. And she said that would be a really great bumper sticker.
I'd rather be gel printing.
My dad had and actually it ended up being on the Honda Civic, but kind of along those lines of, what would you rather be doing? But he had have you tugged on your kite today? Because he liked making kites. That was super nerdy. Maybe the jelly printing one would be, have you pulled a print today?
What'd your last pull look like? Just making some suggestions.
Yeah, we're just throwing things out.
Edge of my. Oh no! This is gonna happen sometimes.
Oh yeah, too early.
That's what happens when you hurry. See what happened there?
But great. I mean, we're showing the folks at home.
Yeah, why you don't do this the same day that you. It needs to be extremely dry.
I would also say that you've got to be a little bit careful, especially with the Yupo stencils. It is a different kind of substrate because it is like meant to create art on, so it accepts media differently. So when you have just the bare Yupo, you're gonna have situations like this, especially when the paint has not fully dried on the plate. Plus, she had already used that stencil, and so there was some stickiness
to the stencil. Yeah,
because there were some other paints and things on there, which makes the surface just more like there's more moisture there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's still going to be interesting. It's just not going to be quite as interesting.
She just made it more distressed.
Yeah. Okay, well, here's the thing. What time is it?
Mm-hmm. You've got an hour.
So, I don't think any of these are going to...
they ain't ready.
Today is one of those days. It's not drying worth
Layer
diddly.
1. It's
layer 1. And you just have to be patient. You have to leave it alone.
Because we're supposed to be getting rain and stuff. So I think that the humidity has... And we haven't had to run the air conditioning as much. Which really dries out the air.
It does.
So I would say that those factors are at play.
Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and, maybe something will dry up. I don't know. I've got some other things to share with you here.
I don't know, Ann. That might be inviting some people to do some things. She says, pull on this.
Oh.
She has my stickers.
I have more stickers, and I kept this one out because I want to do something.
Okay, wait, hold on, pause. We're reverting back to gel printing talk for just a moment. Okay, so yes, for our new friends that are new to gel printing or just, really getting into it and you want to know more why. So for the prints that P already has on the plate and why we need them to be fully dry, it's so you can get those next layers on there. So you saw one instance. It could stick to the stencil. The other thing is that even if you were to just roll out a layer of paint, it can then stick to your brayer. There are lots of reasons that, you know, you don't want to, well, the main thing is you want to keep the design intact.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, it must be fully dry. Otherwise, you run the risk of brayering over it, pulling up that paint that's already there. Yes. If it is not fully dry, you can mix then whatever paint layer that you're putting in there. So you're trying to just hold on to that first layer of the design.
And that, yes, and that means that your stencil is dry.
Yeah.
As well as your plate and the paper that you're putting on top.
Right.
Because I've gotten into a lot of trouble with the paper sticking to the stencil when the paper was slightly wet.
Right. And this is about building up layers on the plate versus building up layers like onto papers.
The paper.
Because that's when you can do that wet version of pulling. Like you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to pull this with this one, and then you put your paper to the side, and then you can add more paint, or you're going to just pull that print. You're going to pull it with the paper. When you're talking about adding layers of additional design and paint, you need to let it dry.
Need to let it dry. That's just the
yeah.
Whole, yeah.
And that really, is, and timing on that is going to depend. Like we said, it's like today, a lot of times it would be dry or dry enough for us to do the next thing. But today it is a little more humid. So.
Yeah. So there is that. Okay. Really, the only thing I did back here is I did another little wash, and I put this thistle over these words because I didn't want, and I didn't like the dude.
He had to go.
He had to go.
He got thistled.
Well, actually, I put the owl down over his head first, and oh no, here's his head. See, it's just
okay. I'll hold it up into the technology so we can really appreciate the thistling and owling.
And gluing down and going over this with
oh, how can you tell if it's dry without poking at it? You can look at the surface of the paint. You will, this is why we always say, get to know your paints, because you will understand, all right, this paint looks this way whenever it is dry. That's one thing, visual. Secondly, if you are, you know, with paper, when you put the paper on it, a lot of times you can feel it. It will actually feel cooler, but obviously if you were letting the design dry, it's more about the visual.
Yeah. Your paper will feel cool until it is completely dry, and then it won't feel cool anymore. And then you know that it can be pulled.
But this is why the finger test is really the main one.
I love this page so much, and I love this page because this reminds me so much of my dad, because my dad used to wear hats like that, and he used to have a three-legged stool to sit on.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And he'd squirt milk into the kitties.
Well, that I don't remember, because I don't even think that whenever nothing was even kept out in the barn. Whenever
no, that's
we
true.
would go, but I remember the little stool. Like I remember seeing that like out in the garage or whatever.
Yeah, we'd probably stop milking cows by then, because my dad, well, you know, arthritis has a way of, yeah. Okay, and y'all know this, and there really isn't anything else that I've done to this. Mm-hmm. I added the frog and the black cat's looking over here. Maybe, you know, waiting for the witch. This hand, just saying hello to that hand.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little bit of, and you can see, because this is very flat, very non-shiny. Non-shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you've seen everything here. Here's the flock. Remember, the flock refers to the
note.
The note.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think you've seen all of this. Oh, I know. Did I show this? Because it stuck out over there, and you could see the words, and I just didn't want to see those words.
Oh, no, I don't.
So I just flipped that little bit of the pups.
Nice.
On there, like that. I thought that was brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Now, see, this is a really, this is a good example I think this is just lovely like it is, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything else here. I just, it cracks me up because I'm reading this, and over here, look at this. This is 1910 in Hillsboro, Texas.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, I like it. And then back here, Eye of the World.
Nancy.
I haven't done anything with this piece yet, but I have an idea for it. Then I found this really cool piece of paper. I don't know, it's something somebody sent us.
Oh,
but I thought didn't it look good with that?
Yes.
I haven't done anything with that yet. Okay, all I did was use a wash.
Would you hold it flat, like, you know, because that's your main, thank you. Sorry.
A kind of an off, you know, bluish wash over everything.
Yeah.
Okay, now I really went to town on this one. I still left the intention.
I don't know if okay, Anne's so sweet. She says, I love Peace, sweet little journal. Now, I don't know that this is going to, this is so her, like, I guess in its pieces, yes, it's like a sweet little journal, but it's going to be a big old, you know, volume set book, something, or, well, not really a volume set. That's weird what you did to that poor lady, but I love it. It's kind of out of the corner of my eye. Did I influence you?
You did. It's where I got the whole idea.
That's funny.
And I was just like, you know, I liked her face and everything.
Yeah, she's pretty, but it was, you know,
I just didn't think that it had enough universal appeal. And if you have a moon head, that has a lot more appeal than just, you know, like a normal person.
The snakes and the toad and the roast beef.
Toad's having a little lick of the tomato.
Totally makes sense.
And then I discovered this peacock. I don't know if it's stuffed or live.
Where'd you get the peacock?
It was there all the time, but you couldn't see it because the background was almost the same color. So I tightened up the background.
Yeah.
And then colored in with my pencil so that it had a little more contrast. And then I put this owl thing right underneath here. But that was one of those little doorway stickers, you know, in one of the books.
Yeah.
But I think I did a splendid job coloring in the white part around the little stickers.
Is that a gerbil in there?
A gerbil.
What do you have right there?
No, I think it's a kangaroo rat.
Can you hold it up into the technology a little more so everybody can appreciate what is all hanging out with the roast beef? There you go. That's a gerbil.
That's not a gerbil. It's too fat for a gerbil. Gerbils are skinny and whatnot. All right, and here we are. It looked twice before crossing a woman. And then we've got Ruth. And I've got Ruth's things written in my book, but I haven't written it in here.
And Marsh Markle sent us that, so that, or like that quote, so that's why she's attributed.
Yeah.
I did look it up.
Yeah.
Other people have said similar-ish things, but not exactly like that, so that's why Marsh Markle gets it.
Yeah. And so remember, I did this yesterday. Belief gets in the way of learning. And then I had all of these little things that Mariah, you know, I wrote for her.
Yeah, for my toads, for my
and
frogs.
I don't know what happened to my, it's supposed to be looking forward.
That's okay. Look forward.
But I lost it. It floofed away.
We're learning about sentence fragments anyway. So.
Yeah. And anyway, and I thought all of these, you know, don't amplify disinformation. I thought that was cool. And I put this facts defeat fear right over the, you know.
Belief.
Speak for democracy, silence the spin. I thought all those really went together well.
Mm-hmm.
And these two, color-wise, are very...
Well, and the cool thing is if we do
end.
create this accordion thing, how many do you have right now? Because we need to talk about that real quick. So how many little pamphlets? So that's kind of what I'm feeling. These are like more pamphlets because some have multiple pages to them. They're not really signatures, you know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
8. But now, it's like you said, like this one. Okay, so I went in and made this a little bit more distressed because I thought that white was just a little too much. So I dulled that out a little bit. And then Izzy allowed me to use this, and I made her write on the back.
Aww. Love you so much, you silly.
Silly. And that's August. I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
Aug. Yeah.
Okay.
Child struggles. I don't know what they teach children at school anymore, but
I just think
dates are not important. Okay, so anyhow, you can see that a lot went on over here. Pencil work, another little heart thing added, and you'll see some more of those later. It says don't handicap your children by making their lives easy. Robert Heinlein. And then on this side, you've already seen this. And then you've already seen this. I just went over this with a little bit of, leftover oopy goopy. Okay, and
that's
then,
what I was trying to tell her, Jeanette, but she ain't having it.
what?
She wants, actually, and we'll do this because you guys wanted to see old books, so we need to show them kind of what we're thinking about with the big book.
Okay, so anyway, I didn't see how this sticks out here. I had to have that covered up.
Yeah.
Because it bothered me. So anyway, I had pages of books and pages with
Well, and actually that's kind of appropriate because I think that sort of came, or certainly is in that style of the, oh, where's your big old book?
Okay. And this is a little note that Nathan wrote to me and left up here on my, when I had my surgery, he came and hung out. But this is the back of the other one where it goes with the eye of the world. And nothing is impossible to a willing heart. But anyway, that's how you do things. You just react to them as they come about. Okay, I did quite a bit on this one. Of course, it started out with a page from an atlas, I think. And then this is from a Dove chocolate. This is some packing material. This is some leftover pieces. Leftover piece. Pups. You can tell this is the same as this back here. This one. And I do still have some more of that. But this has to go in here with, this is all about the children.
Where is the big one?
Big one what?
Did you give it away?
No.
You know which one I'm talking about, with all of the black cardstock pages. And we did the slidey pocket things. You did the cover with the pages.
I don't know. Is it over there in that bookcase?
I didn't see it. I mean, unless I'm losing my mind.
Okay, so here, and I thought this one was great. It sort of goes with the one that Marcia said. Nothing is impossible to a determined woman. I thought that looked like a very determined woman there. And that's by Louisa May Alcott. But I still have room here to do things on these pages. But what I thought is, go ahead and get the actual structure of the whole book and put these in there. Then I can come in and finish them up as, I get the inclination to do so. I just glued these down because I love them. I think they're really cool looking. I don't know what else is going to happen in there, but I want you to notice the beautiful job I did down here on the bear.
Oh, never mind. I laid it down. Okay. I'm starting to freak out. It was like somebody stole a book.
Okay, so here we go. I want you to look at that bear. Everybody appreciating that?
Look at that. She did that. I didn't do it. She's learning from me.
I am.
Hi, Carrie.
And then, of course, we started the ice thing yesterday. But then I had this hand. Remember, this was the turquoise and brown hand that was on the. So I glued that down, and then I have some bloody red stuff. I thought it was very
impactful.
And I've got that, and then I went ahead and put down a white layer of gesso over here, and went over it with in anticipation of adding this page inside here. So this page will actually have two pages, either that or I'll just put them on opposite sides so when it opens up, they open up
Hey, Darcy, no worries.
together. Alrighty, so that's the stage of the book. This is how big it is right now.
So, see, but this is where she does not ever take this into consideration. So, it looks like you have, what, maybe 10?
8 to 10.
Okay. Well, if you have 8, then 4 panels will do it, because then we can do front and back. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, because
But
they
then if we're
stretch
talking
out.
5, then, that's another.
We don't have room.
We can go to 12, but it just gets bigger and bigger, and then however big the largest one is how big the panel should be. Now, we could make it wonky. Then we've got to think about which one's going to go on which page or which panel.
Yeah, but see, you won't have to make a decision about that right away. That's the beauty of doing the pocket business.
Okay, so here's another book review.
Oh yes, and here's a
I can't remember what we called this one exactly, but this is the big one because this is exactly the conversation we had when she was building out this thing.
I have showed you this one before because this is a silver button off of a faux fur coat from the 60s.
And then she inked it.
And I alcohol inked it. And this lovely, this is crocheted with pieces added for,
so if you're wondering what you do with all the, gel prints and other arty experiments, it ends up being these things if you want them to be.
This is paper towel.
It's very
This is one of my homemade file folder stencils glued down. I don't know. Is this the way it? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the back page. This is the front page. I don't know. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I still have another one of these pages left someplace, but isn't that a lovely cover? Because
you originally wanted it all to be that or whatever.
I did.
And then she ran out of steam because she's like, this is taking forever.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So here we are with a lot of Mr. Huey's and alcohol.
And technically this is the back of the book.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, let's just start up front. Here we go. Look at this. 2020. That's how old this is.
And it may have actually been, that's probably right. But other tags have been added to this
yes, they
since
have.
then.
And here's these ones that we were, reflection. Perfectionism is a sword that lops off the head of a very good idea. And
hold that up into technology placed in flat. There you go.
Oh, and here, look, here's a washer.
When we talk about the washers.
Yeah. And look at the patina on that card. That ought to just make you have a little
excitement.
Yeah.
In your life.
Surge of blood through the old cerebral cortex there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here, this one. See all the layers of paint on that? And it has some of those one things. And here's my little stamp.
I think that one was also made out of a one of the bottles, your hydrogen peroxide bottles.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And look at that. I love that Mr. Huey's in that turquoise color. Oh my gosh.
I think that's Brusho's.
Oh, I think it's Mr. Huey's. Look at the texture on that.
Let's go with Brusho's because Brusho's are accessible to people. Mr. Huey's is a very,
It's no longer.
It's no longer.
No longer. That's a rather long little.
I think because you didn't want it to get lost in the pocket.
Did you see the jumping person there? And this is a moose down here. It's a cousin to chicken moose.
That was before chicken moose.
It was before chicken moose. I think the patina on these is absolutely incredible. I do say so myself. And look at the patina on this page. Okay, this is just stunning. Look at that.
That's from a spray box. It started out there, at least.
Yes, this was on the back. Here's that. It was still in its
Yeah, that had to be the original stamp, your stamp.
Yeah, it
that
was.
you used there. Mm-hmm.
All right, now I got really creative here. I wish I could remember. I made all of these little, look and see there they have.
There's a video, and I want to say that it might be the treasures chick that, maybe. If you go back to some of these videos, we did actually put the link to the video that you watched.
Every one of those little things has a little pocket to it, but it's not, obviously. But here it is, and pooty pooty pooty. That's what flower means in some language, but it's just the back of the cards, which I then alcohol inked, and I don't know how that's supposed to go in there. But anyway, all of these little butterfly things, they were what do you call that, Mariah, where it cuts stuff out?
Oh, well, those were from a punch.
These were from a punch.
Yeah, we had a punch. And then we gave it away.
But these are watercolor flowers that I just did on a
But isn't that pretty genius how she created those little sort of pockets? I don't know, holders.
Placeholders.
Mm-hmm. Hi,
Yeah.
Gail.
And over here, okay, this is really, I worked at this one a long time, and it's still kind of.
Well, it's been a while since we've shown this one.
Oh yeah, and it's stucky. This is my sister and her husband in Thailand. They took pictures. I have a huge one up there on the wall. I can show you.
It's very fancy.
Very
they got
fancy.
dressed up and.
This is just,
yeah, like photo corners.
She sent me stuff, and I kept the but there they are. Aren't they adorable? I have one that I was going to actually send to her if she responded, but she didn't respond in time, so she didn't get it.
May have been sent off to somebody in a giveaway package.
Exactly. There's a portrait on a card. Look at that edge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now that's some stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And look at these pockets. I mean, aren't they wonderful? But this is what I want to do with this. And create these little, oh, this is really old stuff. It's kind of, I don't know what this is with the butterfly business.
Mm-hmm. That's more spray box business that's just utilized this background. Now this one was added later because once we got the heat embossing, and you were that's
yeah,
heat boss. I just wanted to make sure that y'all know that she wouldn't let me do it because she was like, she had ideas.
I did.
She didn't want me doing it. Not meeting the moment.
And all of these pages have been covered with Mod Podge like multiple times.
Well, or the tags have one or the other.
Yeah,
or sometimes both.
Okay, here's a little landscape, collage landscape, and this is using business cards.
And some of y'all that, or actually every single packet that we sent out for the last giveaway stuff had business cards in it. Yes. And it's on the fancy paper.
And here's another one of those cute little, little, and look, I even have a little tiny card here. Look at that.
That tiny card. Where did you get that tiny card?
I cut it out of the middle of a card.
Oh. Look at her. Yeah, you gotta put it in the smallest one, don't you?
But look at the patina on that.
I think you may have actually even done some of that on a video.
Maybe.
I feel like.
And these are little things that Izzy had to put on her fingernails.
No, they were bendy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that.
And that she got from me. She just stick them to things.
This is a very hefty tie.
Hi, Lorraine. Yeah, you made yours like extra fluffy.
Extra fluffy. Oh, and here's another washer sandwiched in between two playing cards. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And this is all pre gel plate.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's some fancy stuff. What's it say here? What do you call a girl with a frog on her head?
Yes, we used to use a lot of Mod Podge to seal the pages and do all sorts of things. We don't do that as much because we've kind of learned our lesson, especially here in Texas. That it takes years, literally years, for it to fully cure, and even then, you still got to kind of keep at it. So we do less of that. It's just it's one of those things. Like it does seal them.
Lily. That's what you call it. A girl with a frog on her head.
Oh, yeah?
Lily.
Lily. Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Here's another one. I think these are just brilliant. I spent a lot of time on these little booky things. This is that paper that some of you got. Yeah. And then this is
Look at that landscape. With a washer.
With a washer. And this is Mr. Huey's, that blue. I missed you, Mr. Huey.
Huey, Navy.
One of my, look at that back page. I mean, I am still just so impressed that,
If you can't be impressed by your own art, I don't know.
What just, the hell?
Yeah.
Here's another really excellent. Looks like a squirrel's butthole here.
That's a big squirrel.
I'm not sure what this is. Just some little doodly hooty doody thing there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is.
Well, okay. So some it just. Okay.
This is very.
Bobby wants to know. So you made all those little cards from your business cards? Some of them, yes.
Some of them.
Some of them are just little pieces of cardboard from packaging. We used to obsessively keep tags.
Tags from dresses.
Oh, here
these dresses.
This is how crazy we are. Because I even still kept some. I got rid of some. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
But here, look. This is one of the little things that, here, just you hold on to these little cardboardy, taggy, all the things.
Oh, this is really nice.
Don't start digging through the main box part there. We're just here showing a example. If you want it, if you take it out, you got to keep it and you got to use it.
Oh, I can't believe you haven't. Yeah, she's got quite a few here, but there's a lot of just plain paper. You snagged that envelope, I see.
I did. I liked it.
I liked it too. Whoa!
But see all those little cards, they're tags off of clothing, and then some are business cards, or some are metal tags that I was like, I just can't get rid of them. Although I do feel that they're sort of dangerous, because they're very sharp, and just other blank tags that people have sent us. Just
okay.
Things,
now this is one of Izzy's hair things that I just crocheted around.
Here, look. Here's some blanks of the. When she cuts up the hydrogen peroxide bottles, that's one. And then, you can see on that side, that's the blank bottle.
Yeah.
And then she gessoed the other side.
They make great. I mean, they're super.
Well, and
the weight of them is just perfect.
And the sound of them.
They do, and they have a different sound. Clicky sound.
We're crazy people.
Where's my button? There it is.
Oh, another thing is if you go to the hardware store, pick up some of those paint chip sample things. Here,
oh, yes, those are wonderful. But this is a 2020 before gel print.
See, look, these things.
Printing became part of our.
Because they're fabulous colors.
Yes. Izzy used to love.
Oh, she'd bring me home. Yeah, when she'd go with her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
She'd bring me home. So.
Just such a funny kid. Funny kid. And she's always bringing me something from.
Oh, yeah. Gigi would want that.
Sometimes I think it gets returned to nature before I ever see it. But
Okay, you've got 30 minutes. Do you want to check your prints and see if you want to put down a layer or anything on those?
Or if I can pick up something. All right, now here's what we're going to do. Since we are kind of at the point where we know that this is not completely dry.
How is it that you know that? How is it that you know that? She felt confident about that.
I did, because I tested out this when I pulled it out. I wasn't. Okay, so instead of putting down the stencil, which has paint on it, and it's still sticky, because I'm trying to get it loose from this other, so I know that it's still sticky.
Oh no, Bobby, hey, I know, and we're showing a lot of things today, so we're kind of all over the place.
Don't put this down on there, because that sticky paint will, see what happened on this side? We don't want that to happen. So here's what we can do. What we can do is we can go ahead and put down another coat here. Of paint. Just kind of plain paint.
The reason she's gonna be able to get away with that more so than a stencil is that the wet paint, if you roll it out properly, she's gonna show you, and so sometimes you'll see she squirts out the paint and then gets that paint covered on the brayer and then rolls out. You don't want that just kind of brayer strictly to it, because you'll roll up the print. You
will. And right now you can see that this paint is thick paint. It's not just a layer. The reason I'm going to put down the clear texture gesso as kind of a sandwich layer and then come back with the hands on when this dries is because this is a very non-sticky. Stuff doesn't like to stick to this.
It's grippy. It has tooth because it's meant for different types of medium.
Yes,
is what she's saying.
And if you don't have any of this stuff, you definitely need to.
We were freaking out because she couldn't find her bottle of it. And
all right, now this is what Mariah said. It's not. Get the paint on your brayer before you start zooming it across on this sort of. We know that it's not completely cured paint. We know that. But what we're doing here is we're just giving a little bit of a clear surface here that we can then come in with come in with our stencil on top of this with other paint. See how that pulled that off? I don't want this terribly thick because this is just going to be one of our mini layers here. So I'm trying to get a lot more of this off than I'm going to. Like if you were
going to put down a piece of paper, that amount of paint
it wouldn't
be
matter.
Great. But this, she's just trying to get a thin barrier between.
Yes, so that I don't have that problem with pulling off unintentionally any of the paint that I have on there. So it's not going to make any big hoopty-doo. Yeah.
Okay, now to go back to what Bobby was saying really quickly. She says, you cut up the plastic bottles. Wow, she's like bugging out over today's video, but wow. Oh, yeah. This is why, like...
is there one over there?
This is why we say, like, it was becoming, and also still sort of is, somewhat of a problem. But also, I will go get that 1 second. Then Jeanette says she loves seeing the book and even some of the PASs, the potential art stuff. Because that's the things that we keep that maybe would go regularly to the trash or to the recycle bin. But yeah, so much of that can be used, and this is where we get into this whole thing of, should I save it? It's an internal question.
Internal question. I'm going to go ahead and do something. Eternal.
Although it is internal.
And it's eternally internal. Okay. So on your hydrogen peroxide bottles here, you know that I keep this bottom part. I have 4 of them
they do work
taped all together here holding my paints over here.
I hate to admit it. They come in extremely, like I have my pens in one of them here, and they're great. They really are. And you can tape them together and make a whole little organizer.
And I actually did I use some? No, I don't think I used any of these for my drawers in my box, but you could. And the thing about them, really, you have a thing where you cut here, but I always cut above it because then I come back with my scissors and I can even it out.
Yeah.
So cut above.
Cut more than what you think because it's not going to be even. Then you can even it out once it's cut.
Yes. And if you want to cut the sides out, you can just go ahead and, cut this middle panel here. You'll have 4 panels.
Please be very careful when you're doing this.
Yeah, because it is easy to get that knife to slip. And I do use a carpet knife. I have a big carpet knife. It's a lot more easy to control than these little bitty, flimsy. Yeah, this is good stuff. Yeah. And if you don't have a funnel, save the other end, and you've got a funnel there. All right.
Good job, Sherry.
Here we go. Now, I don't know.
And then Jeanette wanted to know, haven't you all cut up a soda pop can? No, but my baby found a some kind of beer or something out in the woods because we've been cleaning up when we go on the walks, and it is a really cool beer can. It's like some of those fancy beers, and it has a B on it.
Yeah, it's over here. I'm gonna cut it.
She is gonna cut
do
that
something
up
with it. I'm gonna put this up right now.
I did wash it. I want you to know that.
I don't.
Plus, I think it washed in because that's one of the reasons that the trash builds up down there in the creek area because it's a whole flood zone. So a lot of times, and you can tell that it is because or that it came in that way, not like that somebody's just hanging out partying over there because it's in sort of a weird area. But then it you can see the wash line and where it catches up.
I'm going to try this. This may be a big mistake here, but I don't, it's just paper. And you'll be able to see what not to do.
We love talking about the PAS's potential art stuff. I'm going with that, the PAS. That's funny on lots of levels. Gives me a chuckle. Maybe even in the garage I'll put a sign over this is PAS, potential art area. Don't confuse this with recycling. And she's not chuckling because she... Ooh, that's good though. But see, it's pulling up paint.
Well, we did a little bit, but that's why you don't do that. That's okay. I'm trying to hurry this along. I shouldn't. This is going to be a lovely, and I'm even thinking about pulling it with that rustic red, which I think its other name is Venetian red.
You're going to pull that with Venetian?
I don't know. I might put a little coat of.
I think it would be really nice, maybe like with the with the orange.
Yeah, that's true too.
Either the Ara orange or the Pebeo.
I just cannot believe how slow everything is trying today. This is just irritating. You can always count on blue to dry.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to because these look so good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something really different. And I can't because I don't have a clear. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to just go ahead and put paint on this and then flop it off.
Oh, there you go. That's another approach.
But I need a gel plate and I don't have one.
Oh, I want to tell you about that.
So that can't happen. But what we can do is we can put down an interim later.
I got that
layer.
I got that speedball plate.
What?
I got that speedball plate.
You think it would work?
I know it will work. You can put the paint on it. Pulling prints is another thing with it, just because it is extra sticky. But you're used to that with your one. But you're just getting paint. You want paint off of it.
Yeah, it's okay. I think I'll just go ahead and do this the other way.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is the alternative. You don't want to put your stencil down because your paint is, questionably dry, whatever. So now we can go and we can get a thin layer of something very transparent here.
Hi, Janice.
So let's see what we have. Let's go with some Indian yellow here. Transparent, you can see. And we're just going to put this on, and we're not going to, obsess and compulse about, what it's doing here.
Uh-huh.
See that area right there? I was talking to somebody about, they said they had an area on their
Yeah.
gel plate that had a dent in it. Okay, now we're putting our paper down. And we're going to leave it.
Now, the more, okay, I think this is worth pointing out.
Okay.
Whenever you have left a design to dry as a first layer on the gel plate, the drier it is, probably the thicker paint, layer you need to put down to get that next layer up. Or if you have built up multiple layers, you need to be a bit more like heavy-handed with the paint when you're putting down the paper. The one reason she was able to be thin with this is because she already knows that things are already pulling up.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't fully dried.
You saw how that came up on the edge. That's an indicator.
Mm-hmm. I think that was a good...
That was. Okay, now what happens when we pull this? Then we will have this print. We can make a print on another gel plate and pull the print on the gel plate with this print.
That's another way to layer it in.
That's another way to layer it in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it looks really cool.
Elizabeth says that was her. This is Liz O'Connor. It was her that she has a spot in the middle, near the middle of her plate.
I just have to be really conscious about, getting that brayer down.
I'm curious as to how because she stores hers on the things over here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd that it has a dip in it.
Yes, very odd.
All right, you got 20 minutes. Carry on with your layering.
Okay. All right, so now I'm going to, and I think that I can do this without pulling anything up. It's still probably wetter than it needs to be. And I'm going to...
Oh, okay. Another question. Why did P use the oversized puff, the pickup paper, and not the one that was the same size as the plate? Well, that's mainly because she probably just... That's what the deli paper.
Oh.
Because that's the size of the deli paper.
Just what it
yeah.
Was. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
We get the big sheets.
And cut it up. I love this orange so much because it says light red orange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a dark red or a dark orange, but light red.
Light red, dark orange.
Yeah.
Okay, again.
Two things can be true at the same time, y'all.
Yes, they can. I'm getting my brayer coated with paint. Less likely to pull up anything else out there when you do that.
That really is important. And probably one of the reasons that, putting your paint towards one end is kind of a good practice, especially on a larger plate. Because if you scatter it everywhere, that works too if you're going for the modeling thing or, the model look of the paint. But when you have designs down like this, you may want to kind of keep them towards the one end, get your paint onto the brayer, and then push it out from there.
Okay, I'm turning this over so that I can get the paper without any paint on it down on the plate. And this, fortunately, is dry. Now, this is important. This barrening business is one of the ways that you get that paper to adhere to the surface. You can't overdo this at this point. And in this case, more is definitely better. The more layers you have out there, the more pressure that you need to put onto this to make sure it's really getting down into, especially if you have three-dimensional areas of paint.
Yeah.
Which you will sometimes.
That's a good pup.
It is. Look at that up there at the top.
Oh.
Blue and black business going on there.
I think that's pretty cool. I know you don't really see the hands necessarily, but I think it looks very cool.
Yeah. You don't. But
part of that is because your periwinkle mixture there, because that was, remember, it was the light. Yeah. She mixed the two kind of periwinkle-ish colors. And they're very opaque. Well, regardless, I think whether you pulled up the hands somewhat anyway, like that wasn't going to matter. You weren't going to see those, so it was kind of here or there.
Once I did that, it was like, okay, yeah. All right, this is still really, really wet. Can you see that, how shiny it is? Because once the clear texture gesso is dry, it's going to look very matte.
That's kind of crazy. Again, things are not drying very fast at all today. Because usually that texture gesso stuff dries very quick. But another thing to think about with that is typically, well, no, I mean, you're usually putting it on paint. So I was going to say maybe because it's on the plate that it's drying a little slower. It doesn't have the added, area.
Well,
but usually you're coating it.
And the paper's dry, not wet.
The paper will absorb it, the moisture a little bit more quickly. It kind of depends on the surface.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
All right, so I really want a bright yellow here. And I also want a very opaque bright yellow.
Oh, yep. Hi, Delina. Delina.
Here we go.
I think I got that right. Maybe. Let me know. We are here in Texas, in the Dallas area.
Yes, we are.
Technically, though, if you ask people in Dallas, technically we are not in Dallas. We're basically in Oklahoma.
Okay, so this is cadmium yellow in studio acrylic, and it's Jackson's brand. I put airbrush medium in this, but for this purpose here, I'm going to use the real deal. We'll see if this has been keeping it. I'm very suspicious about this little pull-off nozzle thing here. I'm going to put the pull-off nozzle back on and give it a shake. Oh my goodness.
Here, it's just asking for trouble. That makes me very nervous. You got 15 minutes.
Well, I think I can do that in 15 minutes, Mariah. And this will be another one that we will be adding the handprint to it after we pull the print. We'll have the handprints
on top.
And
see, you didn't do what I talked about, being a better, if you put more paint down at the one end. She got it done, though. She's professional.
I was cognizant of what was happening there, Mariah. And I would have said to Kit Bell that if she would use one of these papers over the top of her, and she definitely needs to get a Baron. She was just doing it with her hands. You can get the reason you don't have to have one, but you get all of this extra pressure over this whole area here where your hand.
Yeah, well, and the paper eats up your hand after a while too.
And remember,
it dries you out.
That's why I wanted one of these, is because my hands were so broken out that, I mean, there was times when I had those thumb things on because my fingers were bleeding. And I don't know, there's just something in the paper that causes that.
Mark says you never fail. You never fail to learn something new from your streams. Thank you, Marcia.
Look at that! Isn't that gorgeous?
Sometimes we learn things too.
Sometimes we do. And I mean, you know, see how that pulled that off right there? Isn't that interesting?
That was a big old chunk. That's great. I actually thought it was going to brown out more. And here, keep this in mind, y'all. It may still do it. This may not look exactly like this because once that paint really does,
and you can really see it. Look out here to the outer edge here. How that is much more of that brownie, red violet, and then sometimes in here, see that?
Yeah, it's starting to go brown in certain areas.
And that's what it do.
That's what it do, because that's color. What it do. And that's how the colors, you know.
All right, Mo, here it comes. Look away, look away.
Pink incoming, y'all. Pink.
Pink incoming. Okay, this is ever so slightly. It's not wet, but it's still cool to the touch. So that's the other reason that you know that's not dry completely. Okay. Okay, we're going to do this.
Oh, I like this idea. It's going to go peachy.
I think it's going to be very dynamic. And then what I can do is pull.
Like an aging banana.
I can use black hands.
It'll be like real
This
punk.
is really hard for me to get that little hooty-doo thing.
Moses, come on over to the dark side. It needs another layer, and then
we'll get there. It'll be hands across the abyss.
Grabbing those. Never mind. What Eddie said.
What did Eddie say?
Yeah, he put in an emoji. It went more orangey than it did go peachy.
It did.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm kind of, you know, channeling Izzy's colors here with her.
Oh, so the crackle looking, that is Bramble by Lucy Ames. That's how that was.
She does great trees. Check out all of her.
She's our tree person for sure.
Trees.
There you go. And Mo just dropped in a link to the Bramble branches. But yeah, it's a great crackle, you know, maker. Or the other one that we did today was the desert cracks. So kind of different options, different looks. Like if you want the more lightning kind of looking one, that's this one. And then the desert cracks is the more brainy, bigger cracks. This one. That was done in the tealish color.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe's the yellow.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay,
I'm kind of sad that it would be cool if you were if it was flipped in a way, because like what you're seeing on this side in certain areas is pretty cool. I don't know if that's it's less it's less of a contrast.
okay, I'm pulling this with two things here.
Yeah.
A bronze and a red. Okay. This paint really stays suspended. And one of the reasons I really do.
There's
like
not
it.
a lot of settling.
Yes, it stays where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't get watery in the top like some of it. This is cadmium red deep. This is red brown bronze.
This is another application, but here's the other thing you have to keep in mind by doing the paint like this, you will see more of those spots. She does this on purpose because it's kind of part of the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you aren't into making those Citrusol papers, we do still have some of the packets that we sell, the Arty paper packs in the shop that Susan Gantz puts together, and there are pretty much always some of those Citrusol papers in there if you don't want to make your own, or if you want to have some on hand and understand what they are. But we do have quite a few new packs from her. And plus, you get really cool other, things that we definitely don't make. She makes some really cool stuff, painty paper things and different papers. And I think that even in one of those batches, or I think in some of these that we have still, are the some of the cyanotypes. I want to say, and then there were like fabric samples, like either wallpaper or fabric samples in some of them. Yeah. Oh, thank you. And Mo put a link to the Arty paper pack. So, Delina, if you want to know and have some papers to play with, highly recommend those.
All right, now I'm getting this down, and then I'm going to address something that happened here that I didn't want to happen because I mean, when you get your paint at a certain stage, you need to move on. You don't have time to dilly-dally and
chit-chat about it.
You got to get her down.
Your paint was drying.
My paint was drying. Thank you.
Because she was just putting out those little dots.
See? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what happened was it started pulling up, even though it was dry. There are some little pieces of the other print that started pulling up and adhering, and that sometimes happens.
And then that's also what creates the chunkiness that'll happen on your brayer.
Yeah, the funky marks.
The chunky funkies.
Didn't necessarily.
Woo! That's some things happening there. That changed it a lot. It's very zingy.
And you're going to be able to see more of the copper when I take it off here because it's really hard to see that through the and whatever I don't pull off here, I'm going to pull up this stuff around the edge here because this will be wonderful stuff to add to your collage pieces on the end of things. right, what do we got here? It's reporting back on this. It's still not dry over here on this edge. Can you see that?
That's crazy. I really would have expected that to dry faster.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, she's trying to spill things. Well, we got 4 minutes. That's okay. We can call it.
I think that we can. Look at that.
Look at that cup.
Look at that edge of that paper. Isn't that beautiful? This is kind of, the extra added. And I'm using these extensively. You've seen in the junk book.
And also in your Pekin Made books.
Yes,
Remember,
very
she added
much
those pages,
so.
like she created those pages just out of this. So Delana, don't ever feel like I know that she does some next level stuff, especially like with the layering. You'll get there, but don't let that hinder your journey, because basically, like Mo had said there too, that we've all been there. I don't actually gel print. Well, I kind of do. There's some videos. There's a playlist for that. Usually when she's not here, so that way I don't get yelled at.
It's hard on me when I have to watch.
She gets a little prickly.
It's a little here on the back of this. See, I'm gonna have to come through and.
But there's so many things along the way that will keep you encouraged, I think. And even if the very least is your brayer offs, the pups, and just cool painty papers, be happy with that, and then just learn your paints. Grab up some stencils, throw that into the mix, and eventually you just pick up those additional skills and different techniques and things, and hang out with us, because we're lots of fun. And there's lots of super fun people here in the chat. You can be over there in Makers as well. Those links have been added over in chat, because that's where a lot of these folks hang out, and you get to see the cool things that they make as well, because that is the reason for much of this, if not all of it, because we get to hang out with one another and just learn together.
Yeah,
look at those, and see, look, that's like just flop offs, pickups, but they're cool. That's why the gel printing's fun. All right, my arty friends, until when are we coming back? Today is Tuesday. We will be back Thursday. We will have thoughts. I don't know what they are. It varies day to day.
It does.
I'm struggling. I'm keeping my thoughts positive, that is. Things in the world and whatnot. Until then.
Love ya.
Like a
long haul.
bye, guys. See you on Thursday.